I had a conversation with a young man this morning. We were going over our schedule, and based on the schedule, it didn't start till about 8:30. And they asked me, well, why are you up at 4 o'clock in the morning? Why are you up so early? We don't get started till 8:30. What you doing up at 4? I'm getting up at 4 because I don't have the resources that other guy has. I don't have a connection. You know what I'm saying? My parents didn't know anybody. They weren't a part of any clubs, right? So I can beat him though if I get up at 3. So I may not have his resources, his opportunities. I may not have his network. But if I grind, I can beat him. If I put in the work, I can catch up. Everything I didn't have, I can catch up with work. And that's what it means to me. Every advantage that I want, the currency to get it is grind. Whatever your hand find to do it with all your might. And if I could do it all my might, there are people who graduated. I graduated in 12 years with a 4-year degree. People used to laugh at me when they got their 4-year degree in 4 years. I passed them not on sway.
When I was a teenager, that not only am I gonna get married, I'm only marrying one person for the rest of my life. But I'm telling you, in order to do that, you gotta go deep. You just can't live a normal life and get to that level. Very few of them are where I am. It's only one other cat from Detroit that made it out. But out of the 20 guys that used to run together, only 2 of us made it out of the city, and only 1 of us are doing big things. Now listen to me, a lot of people you meet in life will talk it. A lot of people talk about what they want to do and how they want to get 4 points, and I laugh. And the students come from Detroit, Flint, Saginaw, and we say, you know, what kind of grades? Everybody named mama write a 4.0. I ain't never seen a student write, I'm gonna get a 2.0 in math. But the reality is, at the end of the first semester, when we get the grades back, very few kids get 4.0s. Very few get 3.5s. I never see anybody write. So you need to understand, before I talk about this, you need to understand that what I'm about to tell you to do, I did it.
Pessimism, the deadly disease of always looking on the bad side, the problem side, the difficult side, checking all the reasons why it can't be done. The poor pessimist leads an ugly life. He doesn't try to figure out what's right. He tries to figure out what's wrong. He doesn't look for virtue. He looks for faults. And when he finds them, he's delighted. How ugly. This is the poor guy who looks through the window, doesn't see the sunset. He sees the specks on the window. And this is the poor guy, right, who rushes up, takes such leave of his senses. This guy rushes up and he says, I've got 5 good reasons why it won't work. He's so dumb he doesn't know all he needs 1. He's got 5. To the pessimist, the glass is always half empty. To the optimist, the glass is half full. Why would the same measure affect people 2 different ways? Answer, it all depends on how you look at it. Our lives are mostly affected by the way we think things are, not the way they are. The way we think they are affects us most. There's a subject we don't have time to get into tonight called better thinking habits. One of the major things Shove taught me when I met him, he said, poor thinking habits keeps most people poor. Not poor working habits. Most people work hard, but they don't think hard. Now, let's talk about personal development. And in helping kids understand personal development, I always start with money. Now, money's not the only place to start. Money certainly isn't the only value, but we've all got to start somewhere, and money's something you can count, right? Kids are interested in money. A lot of things are a little tougher to measure, but economics is pretty easy, right? Because you can count. We get paid for bringing value to the marketplace. Now, it takes time. It takes time to bring value to the marketplace, but we don't get paid for time. You get paid for the value you put in the time. All you have to do to earn more money in the same time is simply become more valuable. Reality is, if you're not very valuable, you don't get much money. Why would we pay somebody $400 an hour? They've become more valuable to the marketplace. You'll get an extra $1 just for a good attitude, and then you just keep becoming more valuable, more valuable, more valuable.